Rama Vaidyanathan is one of the topmost dancers of India today. She's a leading exponent of Bharatanatyam, the most popular classical dance form in the country. Her dancing is exquisite and she's developed her own unique style as a Bharatanatyam dancer. In this show, we're going to explore the beauty and originality of her dancing. This short opening piece by Rama Vaidyanathan is a presentation of Adi Shankaracharya's Ardhanarishwara. Shankara writes, "My salutations to both Parvati and Shiva, to her whose dance marks the creation of the world, to him who destroys everything, to her who is the mother of the universe, to him who is the father of the universe." You're watching Our Talk with me, Jujhar Singh. Ramaji, it's amazing to have you on Our Talk.
Thank you, Jujhar.
Thank you very much for being here. You were just dancing to Adi Shankaracharya's composition on Shiva and Parvati. What is your approach to this composition?
This is, as you know, composed in Sanskrit by this great saint poet Adi Shankaracharya. So when I chose to do it now, I thought, being a 21st century Bharatanatyam dancer, there is a responsibility that I have to bring not only this ancient poetry to the stage, but also to interpret it as it is now. And I felt that it is the earliest reference to gender equality, to gender sensitivity, because he speaks of Shiva, where half the body is representative of the female principle, Parvati, and the other half is representative of the male principle, Shiva. And they both complement each other, and they both cannot exist without each other, because she creates and he dissolves. She cannot create if he doesn't dissolve. He cannot dissolve if she doesn't create. So it speaks about how man and woman have to stand shoulder to shoulder for the progress of society.
So you look at it as the first example of gender equality.
Absolutely.
How interesting.
Absolutely.
Ramaji, you're one of the best Bharatanatyam dancers in India today. One of the reasons is you don't take the regular compositions of Bharatanatyam and recreate them in a dance. You conceptualize your own original pieces. What exactly did you do?
I actually create my own pieces from scratch. I get inspired by poetry. I format them into specific compositions. And, starting from music to rhythmic footwork and all of that. And anything that inspires me, I try to create a dance piece around it.
One of your most famous pieces is Mayur Alarippu. What is that?
Peacock is India's national bird, and
Mayur.
Yes, the Mayur,
Yes.
and every Indian identifies with the peacock, and there are motifs of the peacock even on our textiles and everywhere.
So Ramaji, Mayur is a peacock. What exactly is an Alarippu?
Alarippu is one of the basic dance compositions that a dancer learns, and it actually means to blossom. And it has got basic movements of the neck, of the shoulders and arms, and it is like a preliminary dance piece. So I wanted to do an Alarippu with the motive of the peacock. So this is the Mayura Hasta.
The hand gestures.
Yes, the hand gesture. It's the mudra used for peacock in dance. So I thought that I will do the whole Alarippu holding the Mayura Hasta instead of the regular Pataka Hasta.
Which is like this.
Which is this. I thought I'll do the whole thing using this.
Like a peacock.
Like a peacock. And I thought I'll stick to exactly the movements of the Alarippu as I had learnt as a small kid. The only change I'll make is the mudra. But little did I know that every mudra has an adrenaline that passes through your body and inspires your body to move in a specific way. So, where I had to do this and this, the minute I held this, I started doing this, like the peacock. So, everything in the Alarippu changed automatically. I mean, it happened spontaneously.
So you think peacock hand gestures are mudras, but it started affecting the rest of your body movements.
Absolutely. So people asked me...
Which you had not planned.
I had not planned. People
because
asked me...
Because the rest of the body movements are supposed to be as per traditional Alarippu.
Yes. So when people asked me, how did you choreograph this? I said, you know, I didn't choreograph it. The mudra choreographed it.
So the Alarippu changed.
Yes, the Alarippu changed.
And it became your Mayur Alarippu.
Absolutely.
Ramaji, this was brilliant, fantastic.
Thank you.
Mayur Alarippu, Peacock Dance. And the peacock over here was very playful, but very thoughtful as well.
Yeah.
And of course, as a dancer, you're dancing, not acting. So you're not trying to be a peacock, but you're being suggestive of a peacock.
Absolutely. That is what classical dance is all about. It's all about interpretation. It's all about metaphors and allegories.
And the background rhythmic cycle was unconventional, 5.5 beats. I presume that's an 11-beat tal or rhythmic cycle divided into two. But why did you choose a 5.5-beat rhythmic cycle?
Yeah, because see, ta, tai, tayum, ta, tam, kita, taka, ta, talango, taka, talango, talango, ta, te, kita, tom. So that 5.5 beat lent itself very well to the jerky movements of the peacock. Instead of the flowing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5.
Which is how peacock is.
Yeah, so I thought, you know, it helped in creating the magic of the movement of the peacock.
Ramaji, when you're dancing, what is going on inside your mind?
I'm seeking, I'm searching. And I'm looking for something that will help me to understand myself, and then to introspect, and then to see, to understand that light inside me.
But when you're dancing, how do you mentally emote with your body and its movements?
You know, that is just practice. That is just hours and hours of practice. So what happens is, so when I dance, I'm not thinking about the technique of the dance anymore. I mean, this is 4 beats here and 3.5 beats here. I'm not thinking of it at all. I'm not thinking of whether I'm executing it in the correct way or not, because it's become part of me. I am now enjoying it, and I'm using it as a medium to fly. I'm here, I'm dancing, but my mind is flying. I'm up there. So I think that comes out of years and years of not just practice, but also doing it.
Ramaji, you're the product of 3 incredible women.
Yes. My mother, Madhavi Gopalakrishnan. My first guru, Guru Yamini Krishnamurti.
A legend.
And, yes, absolutely. And my second guru, Guru Saroja Vaidyanathan, who also happens to be my mother-in-law. So I always say, you know, these 3 incredible women have nurtured me in my life. So my mother, she had a dream for me. She dared to dream. She dreamt that, you know, I should become a Bharatanatyam dancer, and she is the one who
From the age of 6 onwards.
From the age of 6, you know, inspired me, instilled it into me that, you know, I need to dance and I can do it. And she saw to it that I got good training. And my first guru, Guru Yamini Krishnamurti, who has taught me the best that she could. And I was fortunate that I was able to learn from such a legendary dancer. And my mother-in-law, Guru Saroja Vaidyanathan, a very celebrated guru of Bharatanatyam, who taught me how to become a professional dancer. She provided me with that platform, she guided me, she inspired me, and she taught me how do you take your training forward? How do you climb the ladder of success? In many, many ways, she was a pillar of strength, and still is, and is a great, great support to me.
Ramaji, what is the role and significance of the breath in dance?
You know, breath, I feel, is the first introduction for a living being to dance, because it is rhythmic movement. We don't know, but we are moving, we are breathing, but there is a rhythmic movement. So I think it's dance. I think breath is dance. So in the same context, I read Tamil poetry written by Tirumular, a very, very great saint. And in his work called Tirumandiram, he speaks of the breath being vital to a dancer. And when I breathe, I dance. And when I dance, I become an embodiment of Lord Shiva, because he's the cosmic dancer. So there is no difference between the cosmic dancer and me, because we become one when I breathe. And Shiva is supposed to represent the cosmic dance of the universe. So when I breathe, I become that microscopic manifestation of that macroscopic cosmic dance. So I found this concept fascinating, and I tried to bring it through dance.
And it's actually a summary of our philosophical thought process.
Absolutely, yes.
And you created your own original dance piece to this.
Yes, yes.
We'd love to see this.
I call it Shwasam, which is breath.
அடங்கிடும் வாயு அதனுள்
Ramaji, that was really good.
Thank you.
You were dancing, but one could see that you were not trying to create an outer spectacle. You were trying to have an inner experience.
I think that is again the core principle of classical dance. It is to introspect. And I think the soul should dance more than the body.
Bharatanatyam is from Tamil Nadu, therefore most of the repertoire is in Tamil. But you've also been dancing to thumris, which are devotional or romantic songs set to Hindustani classical music or North Indian music.
Yes, because I've lived in the North all my life. And so definitely I have been influenced by Hindi and Braj Bhasha poetry. And I thought it would be nice to take a thumri because it's got a lot of emotional material in it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what can you show us with the thumri?
Well, this is verses written by a poet called Dev, where I found the lyrics very interesting. Radhika Kanha ko dhyan kare, tab Kanha ve Radhika ke gun gave. Means Radhika thinks of Krishna. She contemplates upon him so much that she becomes Krishna. And she starts praising Radha the way she wants him to praise her. So she becomes him. She becomes Krishna. So it's very
interesting. And that's how the union with the divine takes place.
Yes, because and then it says whether you're Radha or whether you're Krishna, does it make a difference?
And when you do your dance, I suppose we should watch out for your abhinaya, your facial expressions and your gestures.
Yes, absolutely. How Radha becomes Krishna and then suddenly realizes, oh my God, I've become Krishna. Am I Krishna or am I Radha? This constant dilemma that she goes through.
राधिका कान्हा को ध्यान करे तब कान्हा वे राधिका के गुण गाए राधिका कान्हा राधिका के गुण गावे राधिका कान्हा को ध्यान करे तब कान्हा वे राधिका के गुण गावे राधिका कान्हा को ध्यान करे तब कान्हा वे राधिका के गुण गावे, राधिका कान्हा को ध्यान करे, तब कान्हा वे राधिका के गुण गावे, राधे वे जाय घरिक में, राधे वे जाय घरिक में, राधे वे जाय घरिक में, राधे वे जाय घरिक में।
This was excellent, Ramaji. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
One could feel the sentiment, the sentiment you were expressing. As a viewer, one could feel it. And I suppose that shows your accomplishment as a dancer.
Thank you.
There's more to talk about, but let's take a little break. One of the best Bharatanatyam dancers of the country, Rama Vaidyanathan, is with us. We'll be right back on Art Talk. Ramaji, Lord Shiva is the cosmic dancer. Why don't we conclude with a piece on him?
Yes, this is one of my favorite pieces. It's called Shivoham. Shiva is me. Jivaha Shivaha, Shivo Jivaha. Shiva is there in every jiva, and every jiva is Shiva.
He is the all-pervading Lord. Therefore, he is in me and I am in him.
Yes.
Ramaji, we'd love to see this, and thank you very much for joining us on Art Talk. It's been amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
जीवः शिवः शिवो जीवः